Hey everybody, Crash37 back to rank another band's discography. I really enjoy doing that with AFI as they are my favorite band, but there is another band that often fought with AFI to be my number one back in the day, and that was MCR. And since they are back together and doing a tour, not this year because of, the stuff going on, it's a good time to take a look at their back catalog of songs, right? Again, I am rating each song individually on a scale of 1 to 5, and then I'll take the average for the whole album. So let's start with Bullets. Alright, starting with Romance, which is a great opener, and I did not realize that it's not actually one of their songs until actually pretty recently. A couple years ago I heard it on the radio, and it was not the version that is on Bullets. Great song though, fantastic opener, I give it a 4. And next is Honey This Mirror Isn't Big Enough for the Two of Us, which is a 5. Just a fantastic song. Once you come down, through Romance, and then you just like burst in with Honey This Mirror, it's a big opener. Yeah, big opener, a lot of parts to it. Jar does, the singing and the screaming. It's just like overall, it's just like a really good jam. And then Vampires Will Never Hurt You. It's another 5. It starts off kind of slow and everything, but then it like builds up, and it just like a lot going on in the song. And like the end with that poem about Ghost in the Snow or whatever, it's just overall really good. And then the next song, I'd give it a 10 if I could. Honestly, it might be my favorite song, period, maybe, possibly. But it just sounds so good, like the music, like coming in from the top, great lyrics, great theming, Jar's vocals are great. And then at the end of the song, when it like slows down to like almost a stop, and then it comes back in with that, yeah, just amazing. And it sucks that they haven't really played it live, only a few times. I heard they said that it's bad luck when they play it, so I guess that's a good enough reason not to play it. Alright, and then Our Lady of Sorrows, a great song to show off your karate to. That's what I really like about Bullets. It's a good mixture of just singing and screaming in the songs that you don't really get in the later albums. Even Revenge doesn't have that much screaming compared to Bullets, but I feel like Bullets is kind of in a different genre than the rest of their discography. So maybe that would be it, but Sorrow's another great song, 5, and that's also where the tagline for the Immortality Project came from, and if anybody remembers that website from back in the day. Alright, Head First for Halos is another 5, just another amazing song, very direct with its lyrical theming. It's just a really upbeat song for what it's about, and then it ends with the positivity thing, happy thoughts and all that. Yeah, it's another 5, great song. Next is the first song written by MCR as a band, Skylines and Turnstiles. It's about 9/11, which is actually what prompted the band to form in the beginning. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of it. I gave it a 3. It's pretty average to me anyway. I mean, I respect it. That was their first song or whatever, and the theming and what it's about and everything, but it's just not one of my favorites from this album. And the next one too, Early Sunsets. I mean, I do enjoy it. It's not an automatic skip for me. Like 9 out of 10 times I'll skip Skylines and Turnstiles. But there is like a mood for Early Sunsets. It's a really good song. Where it gets progressively more desperate and aggressive towards the end. It's still skippable, so I have to give it a 3. And I've heard this next song is maybe one of the less popular ones on the album. This Is the Best Day Ever. I like it. It's fast and short. It gets to the point, and it has like the group yelling someday at the end. That's really a good part. If you watch that behind the scenes making of Bullets, I give it a 4. Yeah, I do like it better than Skylines. I'd like it better than Early Sunsets. I like it better than the next song, Cubicles. I really don't feel like this song belongs on the album. To me, it just doesn't fit. I like the ending. You know what? I was going to give it a 2, but I feel like I like it more than Skylines, to be honest. So I will actually give Cubicles a 3, even though I don't feel that it fits on the album, because it doesn't really. I guess it could work if you take someone not working there anymore as a metaphor for them not being alive, or something to do with the vampires and all that stuff. But yeah, I'll give it a 3, because I can't say it's worse than Skylines, or I can't say it's worse than Skylines. And then Demolition Lovers. It's a good song. It's very slow to start, and I really have to be in the right mood to listen to it. So for that reason, I have to give it a 3, just because it's not a 10 out of 10 don't skip. I'll only skip it maybe 8 out of 10 times. So it has to be a 3. And for this tier list, I'm using someone else's that was already made, so there's a lot of extra stuff down here that I'm not going to count. So for bullets, the average of the songs and my official rating for the entire album is a 4.09. Alright, this might be a bit of a spoiler, but Revenge is... I consider it my second favorite album of all time behind Sing the Sorrow. So starting off strong with Helena. Great song, great video. It's a 5. Like, it feels like an obvious 5. I don't know. It's one of my favorite songs. Give 'Em Hell Kid. It's a nice, like, you know, short, fast, kind of, I don't know, like a fun song. It's a 4, especially for the live version of the ending of it on what's it, Life on the Murder Scene. It's not part of the official song, but it's still a 4. It's a good song. To the End, I feel, is not as strong as a lot of the other songs on the album. I have to give that one a 3. It's not bad. It's just, like I said, it's not as much of a jam as Give 'Em Hell Kid, and it's not as good as Helena. So it has to be a 3. And then, you know what they do to Guys Like Us in Prison, featuring Burt McCracken. Great song, really fun. I mean, it tells a story, right? It's a 5 for me. Like, I rarely skip it. It's just a fun song to listen to, sing along with. It's good stuff. And I'm Not Okay, it's 5. They made a video for it, and then I guess the song got popular and they made another video for it that wasn't just like footage of them, that was Live on the Murder Scene, that was taken from all that footage. Good song, like, just to listen to, whatever. Everybody knows it, even if they don't like MCR. Even if they don't like the song, they know it. So yeah, definite 5. Ghost of You is another good song, but I don't feel like it's on the level of, like, I'm Not Okay and Helena. Even though it was another single. It's not one of the best on the album, but it is still really good, so I give it a 4. Jet Set Life Is Gonna Kill You. It's a good song, it's just a lot slower. Like, I have the same problem I have with Demolition Lovers, where, like, I like the meat of the song. Like, the meat of it is, like, really good. But it's just, like, getting to that point that's kind of hard. It's really good, and it has, like, a lot of good lines in it, too. That's the thing. But, is it as good as Ghost of You and Give 'Em Hell Kid? No. That's a really hard no. But, honestly, yeah, it's a 3. Like, for this album, it's average. Alright, Interlude is perfect for what it is. Honestly, like, it does its job. It splits the album. It goes, like, right into Thank You for the Venom. Back when I used to listen to this CD, like, not on, like, an iPod or anything like that, just CD over and over again, like, I thought it was just one song, like, for the longest time. And I know that sounds stupid, but we used to listen to entire albums, and when songs go into each other, like, that's just it, and it just fits so perfectly together with it, and it just sounds amazing. And speaking of Thank You for the Venom, that's a 5, definitive 5. It's an amazing song. It's kind of like an anthem for the band in the Revenge days, anyway. Yeah, that definite 5. Hang 'Em High is kind of an odd song. Like, it's one of the songs where I feel like it's kind of weird that it's on the album with the rest of these songs, but it's really good. Like, a really high energy song, and I give it a 5. Like, I rarely skip it. It's just, like, a lot of fun, like a lot of really, you know, it's a jam. And it's not a fashion statement, it's a fucking death wish. It is a 5 for sure. Amazing song. This is actually one of the songs that I covered when I was in a band, and we played one show. We played one show, and we closed with that song, and it was a great time. And it has that Sandman reference in the beginning, and, like, I didn't even know what it was from until like, I got, like, a Facebook ad for, like, a shirt that says, "You get what everyone gets, you get a lifetime." And I was like, that's, well, almost what it says in the beginning of that song. But yeah, I mean, that's where it came from. Gerard's a huge nerd, so there would be a comic book reference. Cemetery Drive is it's so good, but not on the level of some other songs on here, so it can't be a 5. It is a 4. But there is, like, a lot of cool stuff in the song, like during the second verse and the bridge, I believe there's, like, some background vocals that you can't hear normally, or you can, like, barely hear them. So what I used to do for every MCR song after I found this out was to listen to my iPod and plug my headphones, like, halfway in, so you'd only hear, like, one channel or whatever, and you would hear, like, those background stuff. And I recommend trying to do that if you can. I mean, I guess you can do a Spotify, right? If your phone has a headphone jack. Man, that is something that will not be common in the present or future, huh? Existential crises. All right, and I Never Told You What I Do for a Living. Great song, great album closer. Like, it has, like, you know, like, the song itself is, like, really good, and then you have, like, the ending which is just like a lot of wailing, but it's good, and I give it a 4. Like it's not the best song on the album, but it's you know, it's still really good. All right, so adding up all the scores, Revenge gets a 4.15, just barely topping Bullets. All right, leave me a comment if you remember when Black Parade came out. Like, I remember like waking up in the morning one day and the TV was on, and it was on MTV, and I see like this little tiny TV in this video with this dude with like black circles on his eyes, like reaching for the thing, and like on the TV I see Gerard with like short white hair, and I was like, what is this? Ah, man, good times. Black Parade was like a fucking event. So let's rate the songs on here. The End is a fantastic album opener. Like, a lot of fun to be there, having it played live. It's like a great way to like start the album off. And it flows right into Dead. Both of these songs are 5s, because Dead is just like, I don't know, man, it's like up and down, you know what I mean? Like a lot of energy, then it brings it back a little bit. It's got like all that shit at the end. Like, it's just like an actual like marching band, just like walking through, just like banging on all kinds of shit, and like the sing along at the end. It's just a great song. I used to have this as my alarm in the morning because it would get me up, but then it just turned into me continuing to lay there and sleep because I just wanted to listen to the song. But yeah, definite 5. This Is How I Disappear, 5. Yeah. It's almost a 4, but it's a really good song. And like the bridge is great. Like it slows down a little bit, but then it comes like crashing down, and it goes back into that chorus at the end and like fades out with the chorus. It's just so good. The Sharpest Lives is a 3. It is a very average song. There's nothing that really makes it like stand out, besides like, Hey, Would You Blow Me? It's not a bad song though, but even when the album first came out and all this time, it is one of the most skippable songs on the album. Not the most skippable, but one of them. And I don't think I can give Welcome to the Black Parade anything but a 5. I think that is illegal. Like, even when it was like massively overplayed and it's been out for what, 15 years? Oh my god. Like, it's still a good song. Like why would you skip it? And after MCR broke up, I felt like the song became about the band. You know, like, you know, you're dead and gone, but we'll carry on kind of thing. Like, the band is gone. The fans are still here. We still listen to the music. We still like it. But then they came back. So that kind of did away with that. All right, I Don't Love You is another 5. I noticed on these lists, like, slow songs don't really get high ratings from me, but this one is really good. Everything about it, like the music, the vocals, the lyrics, yeah, just overall just fantastic song. All right, House of Wolves is a good song. It's kind of a jam. It was in the commercial for a movie one time. I don't remember what movie it was. It's not on the level of like Dead or This Is How I Disappear or Welcome to Black Parade or I Don't Love You, so, but I feel like it's better than The Sharpest Lives, so I have to give it a 4. That's I have to, right? All right, don't kill me for this one, but I give Cancer a 3. Like, it's not, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a great song, but I skip it like at least 99% of the time. Like, there's not a time where I'm like, you know what, I want to listen to Cancer right now. But I'm not saying it's a bad song. It's a great song. Just not for me. All right, Mama. Love Mama. It is a little bit slow to start, but it's not even that long. Like the intro part of it's not even that long, really. And then you get into the first verse, and then the chorus, which is like big, brings it back down to the second verse, which starts off like the first, but then it goes like kind of crazy in the second half of the second verse. It, like, you know, blows up and it just like comes right down to like the single point of the second chorus. And then you got like the Liza Minnelli in the bridge, and the bridge is really good too. Like, not even just her part, but like the whole thing, and like right into the ending. I don't know if I gave it did I give it a rating yet? It's a 5. Sleep is another song with a slow beginning, but the rest of the song is like huge. Like, what they say they created they created like some kind of distortion for it or something. They called it Nemesis. I remember this all, by the way, from the Welcome to the Black Parade single on iTunes, because it can, like, the B-side to that single was an interview where they talked about each song except for This Is How I Disappear. I remember them not talking about that one for some reason. But yeah, they talked about how they made this like new distortion or new chord or something. I don't remember what they made, but it was like knocking walls down or some shit. I don't remember. But it is a huge song, massive ending, just really good. If it wasn't for the beginning part, I'd give it a 5, but Have to give it 4. Teenagers was one of the singles, and one of the songs that is featured in like video games, like it was in Rock Band, Guitar Hero. I don't know why. Like honestly, it's to me like it's always felt like the worst song on the album. Like it doesn't go with it. Like this album is so like big, and the story is pretty concise, and it's like, you know, all this stuff, and it's just like Teenagers, basic ass song for no reason. I gave it a 2. Like I don't hate it, but I don't think it belongs here, and it's not as good as anything else on the album. Disenchanted gets a 3. Just because I always preferred the Shut Up and Play version that I downloaded back in like 2005. Yeah, I mean, that's really my only reasoning for that, is I enjoy the other one better. Famous Last Words is probably my 3rd favorite MCR song, behind Helena and my number 1, Drowning Lessons. Yeah, Famous Last Words are so good. Not even just like everything in the song, but like when you get to the bridge, after he goes through it the first time, yeah, the second time when he starts singing See You Lie Next to Me, and then like in the background you get like the vocals, like that part is just so good, and it goes into like the giant bridge, and it's amazing. It's such a good song. Best song on the album. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. And then Blood, the hidden track, it's just like a short, fun song put there for probably just, you know, just for fun. I mean, for what it is, it's a 3. You know, it's just a little bit of fun. That's what it is. All right, and the Black Parade gets a 3.85, bringing it in just under Bullets. I mean, everything is going as I thought it would so far. Like these 3 in a row is what I've always said my favorite MCR albums are, in that order. But we have another one here. 4 years later, MCR comes out with something way different than anything they've done before. Alright, Danger Days. Look Alive Sunshine. It's a good opener to the album. Not much beyond that. And even part of that song is in the beginning of Na Na Na. They could have just had it like go into the next song instead of having part of that one in the other one. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but it's a 3. Na 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 is a 4. Like it is a fun song. Like it's not anywhere near like my favorite MCR songs, but it's not bad. Like it's a 4. Bulletproof Heart, however, is a 5 for me. I really like this song. I mean, MCR songs have always been kind of going beyond like verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Actually, maybe not always. On Bullets and some of Revenge, but not so much on Black Parade or most of Revenge. But I don't know, the song is put together a certain way, and I really like the way it's put together. Sing it's a good song. It doesn't do a whole lot for me personally. Kinda, I don't know, it's just really good. And when it gets to Keep Running, my God, it's like the best part of anything on this album. But overall, I gotta give it a 4. Like it's a 4. Planetary Go is also a 4. It is a really fun song, but that's pretty much as far as it goes. And also, the first time I heard Planetary Go, it reminded me a lot of Power Man 5000, When Worlds Collide. That's all I could hear when I heard that song. But yeah, I mean, it's still a 4. It's a good song. It's a lot of fun. The Only Hope for Me Is You is a 3 for me. It just seems like a very generic song. It's like if there was a time where someone's like, show me an average song, that's the one I would give them. It's very, very average. Jetstar and Cobra Kid Traffic Report is a 1. I know it's there for like the story of the album and all that, but it's nothing. Party Poison is a fun song, but I don't think it's a very good song. Like even back when it was what was it called, like Dead Before Disco or something like that, like way before this album came out, like we were listening to like the demo of it or the live version or whatever. I don't know, it just seems kind of not great. It's a 2 for me. Like it's not even as good as the average song. The Only Hope for Me Is You. All right, Save Yourself, I'll Hold Them Back is the best song on the album. Yeah, it's a 5. It's fantastic. It's such a good song. Like everything in it is just really good. Like the verses, the choruses, like the variations of the choruses. That's a really, really cool thing in there. Like to me, it's the best song on the album. Like I love it from start to finish. Scarecrow is a 4 for me, even though it is on the slow side. It feels like one of those songs that has like a kind of like an upbeat tune, but like the lyrics have like a darker meaning kind of thing. And it reminds me a lot of what was that movie? Jeepers Creepers, with the scarecrow like killing the children or whatever. That's what it reminds me of. But yeah, it's a 4. Like it's a good song. And then Summertime, also a 4. Plus, for some reason, it reminds me of the 90s, like playing Outrun on the Sega Genesis for some reason. Like that's just the kind of vibe it gives me. Destroya is a really fun song. It's a 5. Fantastic when they play it live. Compared to everything else on the album, like compared to other albums, I probably wouldn't give it a 5, but compared to everything else on this album, I would give it a 5. Oh man, the verses are really good too, huh? Yeah, I mean, it deserves its rating. All right, Kids from Yesterday it would be a great album closer. It does kind of like bring it down, and I really like the end where like it's like over, but then it just keeps going like a little bit. I don't know, just like that little bit of extra just makes the song like so much better. But you know, it's really like meaningful and everything. It's a 4, like they definitely 4. And then Goodnight Dr. Death, another short skit thingy that also has like the national anthem in it, so that's a 1. And then Vampire Bunny, the actual album closer. I feel like if it wasn't for that little bit of extra part at the end of Kids from Yesterday, having this at the end of the album wouldn't be like a great idea, but since it does have that, then it does kind of show there's more to come. It's kind of like a weird song to have with the rest of these songs. Oh, maybe that's why they put it after Goodnight Dr. Death, because it's not part of that story. I'm on to you, MCR, from 11 years ago. But yeah, Vampire Bunny, very average, 3. All right, and the rating for Danger Days is 3.2. Yep, that's exactly what I thought it would look like. And that is all of the MCR albums, unless you count this group of singles that are ridiculously expensive now and hard to get a hold of. And these are all like unreleased songs from the time between Black Parade and Danger Days. Like I mentioned that Party Poison was originally, what was it, Dead Before Disco or something like that. And we heard like, you know, live clippings of it or whatever from back in the day, like before Danger Days came out. Same thing with The World Is Ugly. I remember that one being one of those like a live new live songs. I want to say Kiss the Ring too. I want to say that was one also. And then we also had Stay, which was on The Black Parade is Dead, the New Jersey show, which never got a re-release. I don't know, but MCR needs to record some of the songs that they never released, like Stay and Sister to Sleep, especially that one. That's a fantastic song. All right, so starting off with Boy Division. When I first heard this song, I loved it. It's my favorite on this collection of songs, this album. Since we're counting it, it's almost a 5. But there's one problem with this song that I absolutely cannot stand. It's the bridge. Horrible. The la 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 thing reminds me of System of a Down, and the We Got the Bomb, Let's Go reminds me of something like Paramore, and just doesn't work for me. Actually, maybe not System of a Down. Like System of a Down mixed with Mindless Self-Indulgence. There it is. It just reminds me of something like that, and it just it doesn't really fit. Like the rest of the song's really good. It's just that part. Like I next every time it gets. Like, once the second chorus ends, I skip. Tomorrow's Money is easily confusable for another song on this album, Make Room. It's good. It's like it's just like Gerard yelling a bunch of stuff, just shouting, and then the chorus is like really catchy, and like, so it's a 4. Yeah, I'd put it on the same level as Boy Division. Ambulance is a 3. I honestly can't even tell you what the song sounds like now. I just listened to it. Oh yeah, the one with the Oz in the beginning. It's not bad. Like the chorus is good. Very average. It's a 3. Gun is pretty interesting. It's kind of like a slower but still kind of upbeat kind of thing. It's got like a really cool groove to it, and you know the chorus is a lot of fun also. So I think I'm finding a pattern here. Good choruses on these songs. Gun is a 4. The World Is Ugly. That's a 2 for me. It just sounds really generic. Like I don't know, something from like a pop rock, like butt rock kind of band that would not be a single, you know what I mean? Something that they would put like on the album but not promote it at all. Just really, really generic. I give it a 2. And The Light Behind Your Eyes. The Light Behind Your Eyes reminds me of Stained. It's another 2. Just a couple of bad songs. Like, leave me a comment if you disagree, but that's how I feel about them. Alright, Kiss the Ring is kind of a fun song, kind of catchy. I feel like it's not like a whole lot of substance there, but I mean, it does sound pretty average, and it's better than The World Is Ugly and Light Behind Your Eyes, so it gets a 3. Same for Make Room, another 3. Just like a loud, shouty song with like Gerard just like bursting out with gibberish. kind of thing. And the bridge was like the original source for that one part of Na Na Na. Yeah, it's the 3, just average song. Starting of the Night is another 3, another average song. It just doesn't sound like it would be like an MCR song, you know what I mean? Like it sounds like a song that would, like, again, like just like a background song. Like it's no wonder they didn't put these on an actual album. It's like they're not great songs, a lot of them, but it is very average. So that's a 3. And then Burn Bright is a 2. I do not like this song. I don't know, just like it's really repetitive. Like, give me all you got. That's all I hear when I listen to the song. It's just that over and over. So it's a 2. Conventional Weapons. What do we have for this one? A 3. All right. Yeah, very average. Danger Day just above average. Black Parade. I know. Trust me. I know how good of an album the Black Parade is. I know, like, what the album means as far as like MCR goes. Like that's like they were, Revenge blew them up and made them like super popular. But Black Parade like just was like a massive eruption, and it changed the world for at least the rest of 2006 and part of 2007 probably. But like, I know it deserves to be the best MCR album, and it might be, but it's not for me. Like to me, it's not their. I mean, technically their best. It is technically their best, but my personal feelings, Revenge is the best. Bullets is number 2, a very close number 2, and then Black Parade, and then Danger Days and Conventional Weapons. Just know that I respect the Black Parade. Leave me comments, let me know what you think. If you want me to make more videos like this with other bands, let me know. Like I'm down to listen to bands I've never listened to before. Also, I have another video like this in the works. It might be a 2-part because the band has like 13 albums, and I've only heard like 10 of them or so, 8 of them, something like that. But look forward to that. And again, if you want me to do this with any other band, leave me a comment, let me know. So thanks for watching, everybody.